What's going on, guys? Bobby with Consumer Time Capsule back with another review for you here. And today we are doing, unfortunately, the very last Halloween review of the season and year, and probably for the next about 10.5 months plus. But on the bright side, we got 3 different things to talk to you about. It's Kellogg's Spooky Marshmallows cereals. So I found these when I was on the road in a reasonably sized box at the Shop and Save in St. Louis, Missouri for 2 for $5, and that's a pretty good deal. So this is the Apple Jacks variety, and that's a pretty great looking box if I do say so myself. We get the Mummy Apple and the Frankenstein Cinnamon Stick.
Frankenstein Cinnamon Stick? I gotta see that.
You can't beat that. And if you can't find reasonably sized boxes by you, just know these are also available at Walmart in absolutely gigantically family-sized boxes for $3.68. Now, here's one thing. So these are with the spooky marshmallows. We got bats. I don't know, maybe, I don't even know. It's like a green, maybe Frankenstein with arms, maybe, but very poor.
Those are his ears.
And then, I guess, oh, like the bolts, and then ghosts. Now those are pretty standard fare around Halloween time. In years past, actually the past couple of years, I think maybe even 3, they had build your own skeleton marshmallows with like a skeleton head, like the actual skull, and then different bones, arm bones and leg bones. I feel like this is a little bit of a marshmallow downgrade, design-wise. But it's an upgrade in terms of box design, because these are really good looking. Now, we've got Toucan Sam as a werewolf, which is pretty cool. And what else do we got going on here? That's about it. Not bad. So these are the only 3 Halloween cereals of the 2018 season that got a box update. You might have noticed we didn't cover Frankenberry, Boo Berry, Count Chocula, Halloween Crunch, Captain Crunch's Halloween Crunch. It's because they all look the same as they have for the last few years. So props to Kellogg's for coming out with some new box designs, because that's the kind of stuff that we love. So I'm going to put these off to the side and just go ahead and get into these alphabetically. We got Apple Jacks coming up first. And inside we have got the orange and green pieces, and then we've got the spooky marshmallows mixed in.
I don't see any. Oh, I do.
Look on the back.
Oh, tons.
Plenty of them. We eat what we like.
What's that from?
That's from Apple Jacks commercials. Whoa, very cinnamony. Ryan, smell this, man. When's the last time you had Apple Jacks?
It's been a long time.
Come in for that sniff.
Ooh, looks good.
It's a good looking bag. Very, very, very cinnamony. You get some marshmallow pieces in there?
I did.
You do? Good.
Very small.
Very, 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 very small. So this, I know you're not going to be able to see someone quite that tiny, but just to kind of put it in perspective for you, that's what a ghost marshmallow looks like in here. That is about maybe 30% smaller than I would expect, 40% smaller.
It's about
pretty tiny.
a third of the size of a little circle. Maybe half the size of a little jack.
They're pretty good. You know, I'm not real big on the marshmallows. They kind of almost add, and this is out of the bag, they almost add like a stale-ish texture, and it's not good. But maybe in milk, maybe it'll fare a little bit better. So we're gonna check it out.
So, I'm not a marshmallow breakfast cereal guy. Do these marshmallows taste different than other ones?
Yeah, usually they kind of have like a crispy outer coating, and it kind of like, I don't know, it's just, These are just kind of statically soggy, and that's not in milk. If you have I'd say Lucky Charms would be the gold standard marshmallow cereal. The thing about Lucky Charms is there is almost like an outer coating to it that gives it like almost like a good crunch, and these don't have that. These have eliminated that pleasant component. So I'm gonna let this set a little bit, and I'm gonna break open the chocolate frosted flakes. What's Tony the Tiger dressed as? He's in my blind spot.
Vampire.
As a vampire, nice. Really? Yeah, he's got the teeth, and but wow, this is a much more well-filled bag. Look at all the marshmallows on top. If you're into marshmallows, this bag is for you until you get about a third of the way through.
Yeah.
Then you're not gonna like it so much. Wow, very, very chocolatey. Smells like Cocoa Puffs, which is actually a General Mills cereal, right? Yeah, I think so. Smell that and try to grab. Yeah, there you go. Got to get that side grab action. So this one, I'm just noticing a lot more green pieces.
And they look like little circles.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy.
Like little Saturns.
This is not a good Frosted Flakes flavor. Regular Frosted Flakes are exponentially better than that. Ooh. I'm gonna wash that down with some Apple Jacks. Apple Jacks in milk. Ryan, you gonna want a bite of the milked up ones?
Yeah.
There you go. All right, let's see how these things hold up. Well, cinnamon's much less intense. The Jacks are holding up to the milk, and it is kind of evaporating some of that marshmallow taste. So I'd say it's an upgrade in the bowl of milk. What do you think?
It's definitely better. I couldn't tell the difference between normal Apple Jacks and this.
Right. After the milk is in, any of the negative attributes of the marshmallows are pretty much lost, and it does just taste like a bowl of Apple Jacks. That's a good point. All right. Now that that's done, we will pour a bowl of the Frosted Flakes, and we'll get into those Froot Loops. But so far, not a strong showing from chocolate Frosted Flakes.
Okay. If I can suggest, eat just one of the greens.
Okay.
It kind of has that outer.
Whoa! It does. It did have the crunchiness.
Marshmallow. The other
ones don't.
No.
Well, maybe the Apple Jacks box was just kind of a bust in that department. Or maybe it's because you mix it with the cereal, it just was a less pronounced crunch than what you would usually get in like a box. Like I said, it's a marshmallow cereal. Like, sorry, you're getting compared to Lucky Charms. So you better bring a marshmallow game that's going to exceed Lucky Charms, or else you're not going to stack up. And so far, these don't. Here's the Froot Loops with Toucan Sam as a werewolf. Digging that costume. I do think that the winner for best costume has to go to Cinnamon Stick, though. I do think that's the best one. Now, the Froot Loops are purple and orange.
I like that.
Which is pretty cool. This is a pretty striking cereal. And seem to have about the... I'd say that the most seem to be in the Frosted Flakes box for the marshmallows. The least seem to be in the Apple Jacks, and this one's kind of floating in the middle. Ooh, boy. Oh, you know, it's reminded me of the Carl's Jr. Froot Loop Mini Donuts. Woo! Very aromatic. I know you haven't had a lot of Froot Loops lately, Ryan, but that's unmistakably Froot Loops.
Froot Loop.
Best of the bunch out of the bag, I'll tell you that. Out of the bag.
I gotta say, now again, I'm not a marshmallow person.
Right.
Knowing that the marshmallows don't taste very good makes me a little gun shy to eat it.
Yeah.
From my hand.
Yeah, the marshmallows reputation from the others is definitely hurting the Froot Loops at this point, but overall I do think it's a better taste. I really do. All right, Ryan, I don't know if you want to grab a spoonful of that or no.
Let's see how it looked in the milk.
It's definitely designed to make a chocolate milk, and you can see it. See there? Mm-hmm. A lot of chocolate milk, and it's making the milk taste nice and chocolatey, but the flakes themselves are not good. I mean, it's just, I don't think chocolate frosted flakes was a necessary addition to their repertoire there. I don't know if you're ever going to mess with that, but if you do, there you go. I'm going to get into the Froot Loops, which, as I said, out of the bag was probably the best. But you never know once milk's involved. Same positive milk response in that really the marshmallow pieces are just for show. They're not adding any flavor or any texture once you take milk to it. All right, my mind's made up. Have that if you want it, Ryan. But here's what I'm going to tell you. Third place. You know what? Let's give a gimmick grade. Give a gimmick grade to these three because that's actually, these are well-designed boxes. Ryan, why don't you get a shot of all three of these, actually? You want to go ahead and grab that. Let me know if you need me to pull that back. Because really, the gimmick is all in the box design here. And I think that Kellogg's deserves a lot of props. And they could have just rehashed last year's Halloween cereals and called it a day. They decided they were going to do it right. And they definitely did. These boxes look great. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. I think this is just I think it's important to have new box designs at Halloween, and I think that they did a really good job. I love that all the characters are in different costumes, and they really made an honest effort to make these things special. So definitely good on Kellogg's there. And in terms of the capsule countdown, ranking the flavor of these, third place, it's staying right over there. Got to be the chocolate frosted flakes. I'm going to give these a 4 out of 10. I don't really like this cereal much at all, and I do like frosted flakes. Just way too chocolatey. I guess the one positive attribute is it does turn your milk really, like, it tastes like chocolate milk. It doesn't even necessarily taste like cereal milk, right, Ryan? I mean, it's pretty authentic chocolate milk flavor. Second place, I am going to give to, no surprises there, to the Apple Jacks. Great box design, but that doesn't help you in the flavor category. Right out of the box, the cinnamon taste, way too strong. Not really getting a lot of that apple vibe going. It's okay. It's also when the marshmallows were the most noticeable of all 6 different tastes, both out of the box and in milk. So because its out of the box performance was so weak, I've got to give it a 5.5 out of 10. But when you had it in milk, it definitely edged up closer to about 6.5. So I just say eat it like a normal person and throw some milk on it. But first place got to go to Froot Loops. Look, Froot Loops. Don't sleep on Froot Loops as a cereal. It's really good. I don't know. It's the one where the marshmallow flavor was masked pretty much all the time. Smelled the best. Looked the best. And maintaining its crunchiness in milk really well. So I'm going to give it a 7.5 out of 10. You know, if you're only going to pick up one and you're not going to collect them for, for your own collection of cereal boxes, for the one or two of you that might be watching, I would just go with the Froot Loops. I think you'll like them. Unless you're really, really, really pro Apple Jacks or chocolate Frosted Flakes, I don't think that you're going to regret that. And, you know, they all have the same back design on the box. So, Ryan, if you want to take a look at that on the way out. But, you know, a successful outing in the sense that this is really a great suite of Halloween-themed products that Kellogg's put out. It's a great job there. But, yeah, we got to say goodbye to the Halloween season. Hope that you guys enjoyed our Halloween-themed reviews between the candy corns that we did, the Krispy Kreme Halloween donuts, and probably some other things that are not immediately coming to mind. But you guys can check the archives, and hopefully you'll find something you like. Happy Halloween, and we're going to be back with a lot of other stuff that I found on the road. So stay tuned, and I will miss you until I see you.